Welcome to the realm of astrology. This is your daily horoscope for April 12th, 2021, which is a Monday. So let's get started. Before I speak about April 12th, I want to talk about April 11th a little bit because it was a very big deal. We had the new moon in Aries on April 11th, and what this new moon was about was new beginnings, making a new start, building your new identity. It was a moon that ended the past completely, past that has been with us for years, many, many, many years. And it was a transformative new moon. All things connected to our relationships, projects, finances, skills, self-worth, values will be transformed in a positive way with this new moon. So now let's come to April 12th. The first aspect the moon is making on April 12th happens at 2 a.m., about 2:40 a.m. Pacific time. The moon is here and it is going to sextile Jupiter. And I spoke about this briefly yesterday also, but moon sextile Jupiter is an extremely positive energy because moon is our emotions and Jupiter is positive. It's our blessings. It's an extremely positive energy, and Jupiter is making us feel very good about what? About our new life, about the future, about the identity that we are building, about the start that we are making. So we are feeling very good. All right. So that's the first thing that happens at 2:40 a.m. Pacific time. The next important aspect happens at about 5:40 a.m. Venus and Moon are conjunct. They meet up in the sign of Aries. And Venus is also an extremely positive energy. It's a benefic, okay? And Moon conjunct Venus is another feel-good energy. So we're feeling very good, and we're feeling very good about our identity, about our relationships, about our values, our self-worth, our skill sets, all these things, all the Venus-related things we're feeling very positive about. Okay, so from 2 a.m. to about 5, 6 a.m., it's an extremely positive feeling. It's an extremely positive energy. All right. Okay. Now, the next important thing happens at about 11 a.m. So I'm going to pull up the chart to 11 a.m. Yeah. And the moon here changes signs. Okay. It's not highlighting. One second. The moon changes signs. It's at 0 degrees Taurus. Now the moon changes signs every 2.5 days. And when it changes signs, the focus of our life shifts to that of the sign. So when the moon was in Aries, we were extremely focused on building our identity, starting things, taking action. And it was a new moon, so the energy was magnified. But now the moon has changed from Aries to Taurus. And quite frankly, the moon does not really like Aries, but it loves Taurus. And what do we do when the moon is in Taurus? For the next 2.5 days, we will be focused on our skills, on our values, on how we make money, on maybe eating good food, taking it a little easy, developing a more stable approach to things. So this is the energy for the next 2.5 days, and it makes sense because the new moon began things with a jolt. New moon in Aries on April 11th, and now we're going to slow down and make that change more stable, imbibe it, okay? And it's going to feel good because the moon loves Taurus, all right? And the next thing happens at 6 a.m. on April 13th for you guys, but I'm going to talk about it because it covers maybe the 12th night. So 13th, 6 a.m., the moon is going to conjunct Taurus, okay? Moon is going to conjunct Uranus in Taurus, sorry. And what is this energy about? The moon conjuncts Uranus once a month. And when it conjuncts Uranus, it's a sudden change because Uranus is sudden. It's out of the blue. It's unexpected. It's electrifying. So there's always a sudden change to how we feel because moon is how we feel. And this happens at 6 a.m. on April 13th, okay? And what is this sudden change all about? This sudden change to our emotions is all about getting rid of emotional baggage, getting rid of emotional things that's preventing us from coming into our own in terms of our self-worth, in terms of our values, in terms of our skills. in terms of how we make money. So every month we go through this little um, release, cleansing process that's sudden, that will help us to come into our own in terms of our self-worth, self-worth, values, skills, how we make money. Okay, so that happens at 6 a.m. on April 13th. Now coming back to April 12th, what else is happening today? The Sun and Mars are in a sextile. They were in a sextile yesterday as well, but today it's come exact. Yesterday the Sun was at 22, today it's at 23 degrees. And Mars is also at 23 degrees. So what is this sextile all about? First of all, what is Mars? Mars is how we take action. It's our drive, it's our willpower, it's our courage, it's the warrior within us. And what is the Sun? It's the consciousness. It's our consciousness. Okay? And when they sextile is a 60-degree angle, which is positive. What is happening? Mars is bestowing its courage, its drive, its self-discipline to our consciousness. We're feeling courageous. We're feeling like we can take action. We're ready to go. That's what's happening with this aspect. And to what? Towards starting new things. Towards building a new life. Okay? So that's happening all day. Another thing that is happening is that Venus is squaring Pluto. They squared yesterday on the new moon, exact at 26 degrees, but they're still in a close orb. Okay, so the square is still on. And what this means is we will have to take some sort of action regarding our relationships, regarding our self-worth, values, finances, business partnerships, legal issues, to bring about a transformation to a material reality. And we're still in that energy. So we are going to be taking that action if we haven't already. Okay? And if you've already taken the action on the new moon, we're going to continue that till they're in a close orb. Okay, so that happens next. And the next thing that I want to talk about is going to last pretty much all of April. Saturn is trining the North Node. Now, what is the North Node? North Node is where we are headed towards. The South Node is what we are leaving behind. And Saturn is what? A builder. It makes things tangible for the long term. So Saturn trine the North Node is throughout the month, we are getting tremendous support to move towards our goal, to move towards our path. So we are supported. And this is going to be through the month. Okay? And the next thing is that Jupiter is here, 25 degrees of Aquarius. It is sextiling Venus. It's not exact, but it is sextiling Venus still. And Jupiter is the most positive, and Venus is our relationships. It's our business partnerships. It's our legal issues. It's finances. It's how we look. It's our feel-good energy. It's our skills. It's our values. It's our self-worth. It's so many things. So Jupiter is blessing all these things. As we step into our new life, as we take action, as we start constructing our new identity, Jupiter is looking at us and saying, I'm blessing you. Go forward. The outcome will be positive. Take action. And we are getting the courage, the strength to take that action. And Saturn is helping us build this for the long run. So it's all very positive. Okay? And that's all I'm going to touch upon today. To sum it all up, it is a very positive day. It's a lot of feel-good energy. We feel ready to take action and step into the new life, into the new beginning. And we have the support of Mars in helping us have courage and drive, and of Saturn in helping us build towards our goals, towards our path. And the most important thing is this is the first day after the new moon. And we have let the past go. The past has left us completely. So that's a big deal. And it's a new beginning. Okay? So that's all for April 12th, 2021, which is a Monday. Now I'm going to give a little bit of background. If you've seen this part before, you can switch off the video now. If you haven't, then I urge you to watch a little bit because it'll give you a little bit of context. Okay? So the first thing that I want to talk about is Chiron and Saturn. Chiron is here and Saturn is here. Chiron is our deepest wound. It's also how we heal. And Saturn is decisions, it's hard work, it's discipline, and sextile is a positive 60-degree angle. We are going to be in this sextile energy of Saturn and Chiron throughout the year, but they squared exactly on Feb 9th. And around then, we started to take a decision or create something or build something that would heal us through our identity. So we're going to be in this energy all year round. The second important thing is that Saturn is squaring Uranus. Okay, Uranus is here and Saturn is here. They're making a 90-degree angle. And again, we are going to be in this energy throughout the year. What is this energy? A square is a 90-degree angle and it's considered challenging. But what it typically means is it spurs you to action. A square spurs you to action, to change, to make things happen because the pressure is so much. And what is it making happen? This square, Saturn-Uranus square, is helping us come into our own. It's helping us coming into our authentic self, who we are on the inside. If you thought you were someone who had a 9-to-5 job and your entire life, your entire education was geared to that, and that's who you thought you should be, that's who you thought if you are that person you'd be happy. But now with this square, they squared for the first time on about Feb 16, 17. Since then, we started to reevaluate who we actually are. You may be thinking, hey, I'm not that corporate person anymore. I'm an astrologer, I'm a painter, I'm a writer. And by the end of the year, because this energy is going to last all year, we would make that authentic self tangible. That would become a reality. Why? Because Saturn makes things tangible. Okay, and the next important thing comes back to December 20th of 2020, 21st of 2020. So December of 2020, Saturn and Jupiter, they met up. They conjuncted at 0 degrees of Aquarius. And they conjunct once in 20 years, so it's a big, big deal. And when they conjunct, a 20-year cycle ends and another one begins. So we began a 20-year cycle in December of 2020. And Saturn is going to help us build this cycle till 2023, till it's in the sign of Saturn. But we have seen most of what this cycle is going to be about because Jupiter has almost completed moving through Aquarius. It hasn't completed it fully, but mostly we've seen what the cycle is going to be about. And the foundation we lay till 2023 is going to be with us till 2040 when they conjunct again. And the next thing I want to talk about is the Saturn-Pluto conjunction. Saturn is here and Pluto is here. They met up in the sign of Capricorn at 22 degrees on Jan 12th, 2020. And they have a cycle that varies between 35 and 38 years. The last time they met up was in 1982 and between that, 1982 and 1984. And when they met up in Jan of 2020, we ended that cycle of 38 years. We ended it and a new cycle began. A new cycle that would change your material reality completely. Life would not be the same. Why? Because Capricorn is your material reality. Okay? So I believe that cycle for us has been activated. It got activated in Jan of 2021. However, we still haven't seen it fully activated yet. It's going to take some time. I will talk about it when it happens. Okay? And the last thing I want to touch upon are the nodes. The North Node and the South Node. The North Node right now is in Gemini and the South Node is in the sign of Sagittarius. They were in Gemini and Sagittarius in between 2001 and 2003. They have an 18.5-year cycle. And why this is relevant is because when the nodes come into the same place, the themes that took place back then repeat. So whatever happened in between your life between 2001 and 2003, the same themes will be coming up for review, or you're going to be closing out those themes, or you're going to be taking the next step regarding those themes. Okay? And that's all I'm going to leave you with for April 12th. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.